welcome back to another reading with me, your friendly host, John Clayton. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, and I've been clean and sober since February 21st, 2021. Another reading with the spiritual principle a day for December 13th. If you're new here and you found me, then that makes me extremely happy. I'm glad you made it. You're definitely in the right place. If you've been here before, well, I'm glad you come back to try me out for another day. Alright, let's get started. Individually and our spiritual awakenings. The idea of a spiritual awakening takes many different forms in the different personalities that we find in the fellowship. Basic text, chapter 4, step 12. Step 12 speaks of the spiritual awakening we have as a result of working the steps. By the time most of us begin our work on step 12, we typically have had any number of awakenings of a spiritual nature. Some awakenings might seem small, like recognizing an asset we've never noticed when we wrote out step 4 inventory. Other awakenings are more profound, like realizing how a handful of behavior patterns all trace back to a particular character defect we are just now coming to understand. As long as we keep moving through the steps, we will continue learning about ourselves. The basic text mentions that we differ in degree of sickness and rate of recovery, so it stands to reason that the type of awakenings each of us needs may be quite different as well. We all have our own stories, including how we got here and where we were going. Hearing others share about their awakenings can be inspiring and instructive, but having our own experiences, even if they differ from what we hear others share, is what really matters. If we wait to have the same experience we hear others share, we may be disappointed. Worse yet, we may miss what's happening in our own heart and spirit if we look only for what others have described to us. Excuse me. Rather than seeing what we see for ourselves. The prospect of having a spiritual awakening that is truly our own can be both awe-inspiring and intimidating. While our awakenings may not be identical to anyone else's, the better we get to know the truth of our own experience, the better we will be able to recognize the truth shared with us by fellow addicts. We are each on our own journey, but much of the terrain we cover is the same. The awakening we experience in the steps may be different, but the message we carry is the same. I will honor the truth of my own awakenings as well as those shared by fellow NA members. Yeah, that's a good reading. I don't have really much to say on that one. My spiritual awakening, I think, was when I finally realized how much strength there is in prayer. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate every one of you. I'm glad you're here. I hope you keep coming back. And if nobody's told you today that they love you, well, I love you. And we will see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.